استغلاليين، إذا بدهم يساعدوني بدهم يستغلوني.
Everyone would abuse me. Abusers, if they offered to help, it was for their personal gain.
هاي مساعدتهم لإلي.
Fear was brought deep into my heart. I have suffered so much, which is why I become so deeply afraid.
At Go Project, we do a lot of orphan prevention through family strengthening. We really try to seek out the most vulnerable families in a community and teach the church to wrap around them before the family falls apart. And one of these families I had the honor of meeting last year is a single mom named Fatme and her two daughters. Fatme is a refugee from the Syrian war, and her family escaped across the border into Lebanon. But even prior to that, Fatme came from a pretty bad place. She was in an abusive marriage, and it wasn't long after arriving in Lebanon that her husband decided that he was done and sent Fatme and her two daughters on their way. So Fatme, being a Syrian refugee, a single woman raising two young ladies, was immediately one of the most vulnerable and targeted people of society, and she was taken advantage of. This led her into a spiral of depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. And it was around this time that she was introduced to Tyre Church. And Tyre Church wrapped around her, gave her a home to live in, gave her and her kids security and food, access to education, even some medical treatment and counseling. And even though Fatme still has a long way to go, I'm so grateful for Tyre Church and their just relentless pursuit of this woman in her brokenness, and are walking with her, and she's doing a lot better now than she was. And we're excited to see how she progresses and how she blossoms.
أنا بحبهم كتير.
I love them so much. They opened their doors for us. If that door was not open, we would be on the streets. My kids and I would have been outside, alone.
أنا بشكرهم.
I thank Tyre Church
ورجعوا أولادي.
that my kids are safe and able to go back to school. They would not have been able to if I was not here.